I want to put some lotion on my head to smell good. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm back with a very nice one. As you have seen on the title, today I'm going to be talking to someone. Today I'm speaking to someone who has anxious avoidant attachment style. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to describe how you are and then you are going to comment if it's true or not. For example, when you are growing up, you never had stable love. Either you grew up knowing that love comes and go, like it is not constant. For example, in my case, I didn't have my both parents there. And also the ones who were present, like they were not really um, near to me. So how you become anxious avoidant is like you can hear the names anxious and avoidant. So avoidant is when something is too good, you feel unsafe because your nervous system is not used to having something stable and safe. Anxious is always fearing that, for example, the money is not good, the money, you are not good enough, the money is not enough, there is not enough time, you know. So there are different kind of attachment styles, but I am going to focus on someone who has anxious avoidant attachment style. Also, it can be mixed with anxious, avoidant, and sometimes I can't remember the other name. If you remember the other name, just comment it down below. So I'm speaking to you because I have been where you are, and I never ever believed I could come here on YouTube and make a video of me talking about anxious avoidance attachment style and how I became from anxious avoidant attachment style to a secure attachment style. So it has taken me a whole year. Like I like in the beginning I was just listening to videos. Hello and thank you everyone for joining. So in the beginning I was just listening to people sharing their stories, but I never ever thought that it will be my story one day, me sharing with you that it is possible for you to move from one attachment style to another. Like you don't have to label yourself. Because the moment you label yourself, oh, I am anxious, avoidant, I am this or this, then it's what you becomes. But the moment, hi everyone, thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you so much. I am speaking about attachment styles. So these attachment styles are wired in our system when we are growing up. Like I said, it can be from school. Thank you so much for liking. I appreciate very much. It can be from your mom and dad. Maybe one parent was there, then they were not there, or even if they were together, like you never grew up getting real deep love, or you know. So this can be when you are aged between 0 and 8 years, because that is where we are still needing these our primary parents. So it's funny that it happens in childhood, but then I am unlearning it now. I'm 37 years old, and it's now is how I'm learning to come out of that wiring. So how it affects your relationships is, for example, you notice you have a pattern of attracting certain kind of partners. If you are anxious, avoidant attachment style, you attract avoidant guys. You always attract people who are mirroring your relationship with your parents, either with your mom or dad. it's somehow like you're always looking for that because it is what your nervous system knows. It sounds weird, but that's unfortunately how it is. So how you can unwire yourself from that wiring is by doing the stuff I'm going to be sharing with you. So for example, if you're anxious, avoidant, attached, you start by loving yourself so much and giving yourself that love you never received. Also, anxious, avoidant people tend to overgive. You are an overgiver. You are always doing stuff for other people. Your profession has to do with people like nursing, like motherhood or being a dad. I am speaking to a woman because I am a woman, so I cannot speak for men. And you have a profession where you have to do with people, you are always giving yourself to others, giving love, giving service. So if you are not careful, you tend to overgive, and then you are disappointed when it's not coming back. So how you can get out of that um, attachment style and stop labeling yourself like that. So how I started was by doing affirmations. First of all, you have to go back to you, to who you are as a human being, not who you were. You know, when you come to this world, you are just a baby, okay? But then as you are growing up, you have these people taking care of you. So you start creating your reality based on the people who are taking care of you. But that's not who you are. That's not who you came in this planet to be. And it might sound weird to some of, if you know, it might sound weird at first to you, but as you listen more and get deep into it, you will understand me much better. So when you came to this planet, you came as a pure human being. You didn't know how to judge people. You didn't know how to hate yourself by not loving yourself as you are. When you were a little baby, when you just came, you were just sweet, and you knew you were safe. Like you had this knowing that you are safe. Everything works out for you. You don't have to like when you are a baby, you're not caring, you just lie down there and everyone is bringing a jacket, everyone brings food to you, clothing to you, shelter to you, like you're not worrying. But you see now when you're adult, you're worrying about bills, you're worrying about your kids, you're worrying about your job, you're worrying about the next holiday. So you didn't come into this world with all these fears. They were implanted to you at some point. For example, if you have very, very bad, which this is what I am working on as still ongoing, relationships, for example, with yourself, is by going back to self, that human being who came to this world pure. And how you do that is by, first of all, you can use affirmations, because affirmations, or you can use subliminals. There are different frequencies of heart, mind, heart, I don't know, you know, the seven chakras, I don't know. So you can use affirmations, you can use this music, like there are different ways you can do yoga, reiki, all this stuff, you know, depending on which religion you are and what you believe in. So I will not don't go too deep into that. So before I get out of line, I was saying that how these attachment styles you have, you still find they affect your relationship with money, with your love relationships, and which other relationship? Yeah, especially love and money. And they are all interconnected if you want it or not. For example, if you have anxious avoidant attachment style, Even if you have money, you're already worrying it's going to finish. Like, oh, it's I have to hold on before it finishes. So it's a wiring, and so you have to do very deep inner work. That's why I come here every day to talk to you, because I was also like you, and I'm so grateful for all those women I watched who are talking about this stuff, because I could see myself more and more in them, and now I'm here inspiring you. So this is an I am an answered prayer to you, and you are an answered prayer to someone. So don't judge yourself, don't beat yourself up, and just know everything is working out for your good. Another topic is codependency. I think I'll not focus on one topic too long. Let's speak about codependency. So codependency is, for example, when you know you are in an abusive relationship, but you don't know how to get out, or every time you try to get out, or toxic friendship. Toxic friendship can be with your normal friends, with your parents, with your siblings, with people you work with. Like, toxic friendship can be with even with food. Like, when you, like, for example, the people who have, no shaming to anyone, the people who have anorexia, when you have negative relationship to food, or obesity, when you overeat to fill up your emotion, gambling, all these what do you call them, addictions. So codependency can be with anything. It can be with shopping, that you go shopping to feel better, to fill a void you have. So what I want to speak about codependency, how you can know you are codependent, is, for example, when you are going, observe yourself. When you are going through stuff, if you have a hard day, if you have if you have emotional stress, how do you release stress? Okay, it can be a healthy way. I mean, even if you do training, you can overtrain. Like, everything you do too much, is it becomes unhealthy. And so codependency is when you are dependent. You can hear codependent. It's you being dependent on something to fulfill your fear, your anger, your that emotion you are trying to cover up. So let me talk to you about a toxic friendship or relationship. How you can know you are in a toxic relationship is very deep down at hand knowledge. You know the relationship is not good, but maybe you are ashamed that, oh, my friends think my relationship is so good. You think it's embarrassing, so you don't want people to know that your relationship is not good as they think. Or maybe people think you're so good at work, and you don't want people to know your weaknesses. You know what I mean? I think you can guess around what I mean, because I'm speaking to a specific person. If you suffer from codependency, you know exactly I'm speaking to you. And I just want to know you, there's no shame, there's no judgment. This is a safe place, and you are not alone. And you can get out of it. It is possible to get out of it, but you must be very, very strong, because codependency is like drug addiction. Like, unless you find something better to fill it up, you will always get yourself going back to it. So all of this stuff I'm talking to you about, it takes a lot of inner healing. And also, healing is not linear. Like, healing is not a straight line. Healing is, even if now you heal your money blocks, even if you heal your relationship, Like there's always another layer of healing to do. Because for example now, maybe you are manifesting earning $5,000 or 10,000 euros. So once you get it, then you will have to do another inner work of how to hold such a big amount of money. So healing is continuous. So you cannot, that way, even if you're not healed enough, that way people shouldn't say, that way some people think they have to stay, maybe after a relationship has broken up, they think they have to wait for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for healing. But healing is not complete, because even if you're completely healed and you get a new partner, sometimes you might be surprised they will trigger something in you you never knew existed, and healed still. Because even the most healed people can trigger something in you which you will be surprised on. And so don't judge yourself. Don't wait for 5, 6, 7, 10 years. Don't waste time on thinking, you have to finish healing to do this or that. Okay? So even if you're not completely healed, you can still go in a relationship, because sometimes partners help heal each other. I'm not saying that you should be jumping from one relationship to another. I'm only saying that once you are in a better place where you feel like now you are ready for someone new, like give yourself some grace and a chance to like give it a try. Also, people who are anxious, avoidant, attached, they tend to suffocate their love partners because you are used to love coming and going. So once you find a friendship or a partner, you tend to hold on too tight because you are afraid of them going. And unfortunately, that's what pushes some people away. Because as I said, anxious avoidant attachment people attract especially avoidant people, because it mirrors to them what they miss, because they are using to chasing love. But actually what they would need would be a secure attached person, so that it's balanced. So that way, if you don't heal yourself and overcome this anxious avoidant attachment style, you will always attract these avoidant guys relationship. And as long as you have not healed it, unfortunately you are the same partner in different bodies. So you can have a guy from Africa, but it's the same like the guy you had in Europe, or you have a guy in Europe and it's the same like the guy you have in Australia, because it has nothing to do with the guys. It has to do with the energy you are bonded in. That your energy is still attracting those kind of toxic people who you shouldn't even be attracting. Sorry guys. Yeah. So, but once you heal, for example, I managed to heal myself from anxious avoidant to a secure. I mean, I have some moments where sometimes I can get myself going back to the old style, but once you have healed, you know how to catch yourself right in the moment and bring yourself back to the new version of you. So thank you so much everyone. I appreciate your love and your time. I see all of you, but I just want to focus, because otherwise it will be a mess. Thank you so much for the love. So in case there's any topic you want me to touch on, just comment there from the title. I think there was codependency, avoidant attachment, and I can't remember the other thing which is on the title, but I think I will just let everything flow as it should be. So the inner work you can do about healing. For example, if you have, for example, if for example, if you never experienced love when you are a child, when you are a teenager, start giving that love to yourself. You see that love you're always giving to other people, start giving it to yourself. Like every day, do something for yourself. For example, I used to love giving people flowers. Like I could just go to the shop and take the most beautiful bouquet of flowers because most people with anxious avoidant attachment style have the love language is overgiving because you are not given. So your love languages, there are 5 love languages: act of service, receiving gifts, word of mouth like compliments, um, touch, where some people feel love when they are touched, and the 6th one is, I think, time, quality time. So you know yourself. Your love languages are the things you never got as a child. So if you find yourself you love what you love doing to other people, for example, making sure that you are comfortable, buying them gifts, spending time with them, do start now, today, doing those stuff with yourself because that is exactly what your inner child. How you can heal your inner child. Every one of it doesn't matter if you are 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 100. We all have our inner child. That child who learned from the when they were small to abandon themselves to make other people happy because maybe you were not safe. I will give you a very small example. When I was growing up, I was in a very unsafe environment because I was a girl child, and it was not safe for women because men were, they could do whatever they want because they are men and no one could question them. So I learned to put shield. So when you grow in a very unsafe area, you learn to put walls up to protect yourself because in subconsciously you know you're not safe. So how you can heal your inner child if you have situations like that is by starting to affirm to your inner child you are safe again, and also creating a safe environment for this inner child, because it is very very important. As long as your inner child is not feeling safe, you as an adult, you will never feel safe even if you are 40, 60, 70, 80. That's why some people say you are 40 but you behave like 20. Or there are also 20-year-old people who behave, people say, wow, you don't look like your age, you behave so mature, you know. So all these things are extremely intertwined, yeah. And that how that but the more you do inner work, then you always keep noticing. Inner work is like gardening. Every time you notice, oh, there are beautiful flowers but there are some weeds all around, you know. So inner work is very sweet and yummy and good, and but it is an awakening which happens at some point in life. And inner work is mostly triggered by something major. Most times, for with the women I have encountered, it had to do with heartbreak. Unfortunately, either they were heartbroken. When you have been heartbroken is when you awaken to this. It's like you have been sleeping for so many years and then boom, you are awake. So inner work is not something you can give like a glass to somebody and tell them drink it, because they will resist it if they are not ready. That's why I know my videos are for specific people. That's why I am not limiting myself anymore to making 10 minutes video only to please the algorithm. I am making my videos now long because I know They are for specific somebody, and that somebody needs it, and they need long form of faith, and it should be flowing, like a river. You know that song, Row, Row Your Boat? Once you start doing work, it makes so much sense. Row, row your boat gently down the stream. Like you should be gentle with yourself. Most times, what the inner child needs, especially if you have an anxious avoidant style, is slowing down, because we are in a masculine world where everything is rushing and stress and always like adrenaline. And for you to heal and calm down, you must really be in a calm, gentle state, and it takes practice. That's why inner work is so good. And once you start doing it, like, you just become a magnet for everything you have ever dreamed of. It's so good, and it feels so good. And then you become more relaxed, because everything is working out for your good, you know. And I'm so happy that you are here and I can share with you my experiences. And you are also getting to know that you are not alone, and it's amazing. So, yeah, I can only give you a few tips on how you can heal the inner child. Is giving your inner child love, bombing your inner child, like giving your inner child all the love you were never given. Sometimes you can even hug them and spend time with them a little bit, and do affirmations, like, all the stuff you say to other people, like, I love you so much, you are safe now, you don't have to be afraid, you don't have to worry, everything is well taken care of. Like, you can come out and breathe and be playful and joyful. Like, in the beginning it will sound it in the beginning it might be weird, because everything which is not normal to our subconscious mind, as weird, as unusual, as abnormal. But yeah, with time it becomes the new normal. So for you to create a new reality, you must create a new personality. That's why in the beginning it will feel uncomfortable, because everything which is manifesting, at first it feels uncomfortable, because you are expanding, you are stretching, you are being awakened, like you are rising, so it feels uncomfortable. It is, you are being tested if you will step back and go back to your comfort zone and remain your same old self you have always been. So for you to become that higher version, the relaxed version, the secure, attached version who attracts amazing men who want to take care and spoil her and love her and take care of her, you must first of all give it to yourself so much, because everyone is a reflection of who you are. Like, if you tend to attract avoidant people, it is because you are avoiding dealing with stuff which are inside of you. They might be good or bad, and also really keeping promises to yourself. Like today, before I started this video, that's why I'm so proud of myself. I did something very, very uncomfortable. Like on the weekend, I was almost sick, because I was so worried of there's some stuff I had. So I used to have anxiety when I had to make phone calls in some office where I need their help. I know the office is there to help me, a phone call, even thinking of it, it made me so sick on Saturday. I was so sick, but I knew I am not sick, like it's not a normal sickness. It was just my body trying to resist something I knew I have to do. And now I have done it and I'm so relaxed and I can breathe again because now I have gotten the solution. Like everything is completely solved now. But I was pushing it and pushing it because when I was growing up, I never felt safe to say what was bothering me. And unfortunately, when you grow up with this stuff, then you notice when you are adult, you're still pushing things which you know are important, but you're not daring because there is some fear, some deep fear you have inside. So that's why you should not judge yourself because some things were infused to us, and some things we didn't choose, like I was sitting so long on my leg. So I have to go now. I hope I will get another time to come and spend with you. I hope you have learned one or two things. If you want a continuation of this information, just comment and tell me. And I am so thankful for all of you who joined. And oh, I am so appreciative. But I have really to go now. I will see you in my next one. I will put this video in a playlist so you can binge watch all of them and learn one or two things. And you can always leave me a comment under my videos. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Thank you for joining. Bye. I have to, where do I end it? Also here. Nah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.